Please don't let this one slip away. Make her real and make her stay. 'Cause love's a game of hide and seek, but nobody ever looks for me. But this one seems like she could be different. This one seems like she really likes me. A world of suffering I have known, and I always end up all alone. I always end up back where I started, celibate and drunk, broken-hearted. What's the point of trying now when I know I'll only fail somehow? Just hold me tonight, hold me forever. Where the fuck did I go wrong? Hold me tonight, hold me forever, even though it's against all the odds. Ferris wheels beneath skies of blue, and bicycles built just for two, and candlelight and Long Beach walks, and puppies stuffed in Christmas socks. A world of love that I'll never live in, crying all alone in my kitchen, suffering forevermore, and creeping out the kids next door. But this one seems like she could be special. This one seems like she understands me. Why, love, must you taunt me so? In every single fucking place I go, just hold me tonight, hold me forever. Where the fuck did I go wrong? Hold me tonight, hold me a lifetime, even though I know it's against all the odds. Dear God, why did she slip away? Nothing I could do or say. I'm always screwing up these things, and my lonely heart just sorrow brings. But this one seemed like she would be different. This one seemed like she really liked me. I was roving on the bog on a misty Irish morning, when an Englishman jumped up and shouted, "Ho, top of the morning, row, ho, diddle-I-yay, fancy free with a hang down low, shave my belly with a rusty knife, and I wake up in the morning, a bottle of rum and a fancy jig, and the road rise up to me. Gee, just put another shrimp on the Barbie friend, and I'll be there to greet ye. Row, ho, skilly-doo, whack all day on a toddy-o, with a bottle of rum and a drunken whore, and I go home in the morning. Row, ho, diddle-I-yay, musty Irish morning friend, shitting in a bucket with a drunken whore, and I go home in the morning. He was a star, but he didn't get far. That's the way of fortune and fame. Yeah, he was funny, made lots of money, but you can't remember his name. And if you see me out on the street, buy me a cup of coffee, put me back on my feet. He went to parties and he met starlets, even had a wife or two. Those were the good days, those were the old days, but now those days are through. And if you see me out on the street, buy me a cup of coffee, put me back on my feet. It was November, or maybe December. She saw him on a TV show. He did a guest spot, and then she remembered his name was Hollywood Joe. And if you see me out on the street, buy me a cup of coffee, put me back on my feet. Buy me a cup of coffee, put me back on my feet. Alone in my room, time after time, all I've got left is my will to survive. But I've got the fire burning inside, and I've waited so long for this moment in time. I'm gonna change, you wait and see. I'm gonna be the best I can be. I'll be much better than everybody, 'cause this time it's all about me. You can dream when you sleep, you can sleep when you're dead. The bitch is hungry and she needs to be fed. I'm not gonna have sand kicked in my face anymore till the day that I die. Show me the way, show me a sign, show me that this time it's my turn to shine. I'm gonna be so much better than you, 'cause this time it's all about me.
About me, it's all about me. Not you, it's all about me. Fuck you, 'cause it's all about me.
Early to bed, early to rise. Could I have a salad instead of the fries? The odds are against me, but what the hell? I'm gonna start standing up for myself. I'm gonna change, you wait and see. I'm gonna be the best I can be. I'll be much better than everybody, 'cause this time it's all about me.
Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3, check, test, help, 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 check. Hello everybody and welcome to Henry's Kitchen. You might see the tracker up at the top left from our campaign, but today's not a sponsored stream, but I want to thank the 3 people who ordered HelloFresh from our campaign, and it helps the show and it's very cool. But for now, I'm going to take the tracker off because we're going to have some cooking to do here. Hope everybody's doing well. I want to thank Saguaro Ooh for giving us this cool background pic. I guess this is probably Saguaro Ooh's kitchen. Hank Boozle says, Hello Fresh sent you a new kitchen. That's nice of them. No, they didn't. This is a green screen technology that's part of a modern movement, if you will, in technical prowess that you see a lot of here on Twitch. But it's green screen technology where I can make it look like I'm anywhere just by having a background. And Saguaro Ooh sent this picture of their kitchen. Wumdingers says, Happy birthday, Henry. No, it's not my birthday. Seems to be some confusion about that. Mike Stapes says, Hi, Henry. What's the Irish song called? That's called Rovin' on the Bog. So that was, I made a video to teach how to make a Scotch egg. And I don't know if it's really Scottish or Irish or maybe English or even a little Australian. I just kind of took a bunch of terms. Well, I don't mean I mean, I worked on it with Jose Suicidio. I sort of commissioned Jose Suicidio to do the song, but I threw a bunch of terms from across the pond that direction. And Jose Suicidio came up with what I think is an awesome Irish jig. And I don't even know what an Irish jig is. Caffeinated Kath says, Hello, the office is here and ready to learn. Thank you, Caffeinated Kath. For those wondering, Caffeinated Kath watches with all co-workers over there at the office. And I think that's really cool because when my little bit of time that I worked in a corporate setting, I just had a cubicle. And if I were to watch any kind of entertainment, I would be swiftly fired. So I'm very happy to hear that that's working. The Chunks says, my HelloFresh order should arrive tomorrow. Hopefully it makes my kitchen a little less daunting. Thanks, The Chunks. Well, I hope you got your discount from here at Henry's Kitchen. I've got a box showing up tomorrow as well. You're going to eat like a king, and with that discount, you can't argue that that's a very, very good deal. Hairplane says, any plans on growing out the epic beard again this autumn? Yeah, Hairplane, thank you. I'm going to have to grow out the beard. I think that when guys get older, I guess they got to get a beard, or at least some of us do. I just put out a new YouTube video. You can see it on YouTube. Henry's Kitchen, authentic Venezuelan arepas that I made with my friend Francisco Ramos. Go check it out. Francisco, you might remember, stayed at my Airbnb many years ago, and that's a YouTube video for Quiche Henry. Well, Francisco came back now that he's a popular comedian and we promoted his special on YouTube called Venezuela American. But yeah, the comments sometimes, I got one comment saying that something like Henry, as time goes by, is looking more and more like a character from Resident Evil. Now, I haven't seen that series of movies, but just because of the nature of YouTube and the way that the cadence of the comment is, it just sounds like it's probably not a compliment. Are there zombies or something? Or a Huesker? What's a Huesker? Is that part of the lore of the movie? Danny Wonders, thank you very much. I'm glad that you watched it. And you watched Francisco's special. That's great. Well, I always like using Henry's Kitchen as a platform to help others if possible, because so many have helped me. Ouija Board, B-O-R-E-D, says Henry is more of a Leon Kennedy. See, these are names that I'm not familiar with. Lacey T says, it just means What? I gotta go back here. It just means that you could survive a zombie apocalypse. Take it as a compliment. Okay. Well, that's nice of that person to say that. Ohio Joker says, miss you, man. Congrats on everything. You're the best. Thanks, Ohio Joker. Good to hear from you. Miss you too. And Parasitosis says, probably referring to Albert Wesker. He is a badass. Okay. Well, maybe it was a compliment. Master Cookie the Third says Henry should make a Jill sandwich one day. Never heard of it? Okay, well, we've got a lot of work to do. Piss Baby says, all good things, all good things. Well, that's nice. There also was another comment from someone who said, let me see if I can find the exact comment on here. And I know that there's a lot of good comments as well. But this comment in particular, it simply says, lame, boring, not funny. Well, the goal of these videos is not always to be funny, but it's sometimes to educate, and I think this one definitely educated people on how to make a delicious Venezuelan arepa, and also a little bit about the history of it. But people do sometimes put out hurtful comments, and you know, that's the nature of YouTube. Oh, that the HelloFresh came back there. That's okay. It will. Dark Ages says Elise and I are going to make arepas soon thanks to your video. Awesome. Yeah, they were great. Dr. Terror House of Horror says they're probably mad because they couldn't perfect the recipe, poor soul. Yeah, they probably just completely botched it. Lincoln Bannon says maybe that guy mistyped very educational. Yeah, it could be that that's what they were trying to say, but it was a typo. It came out, they were trying to say very educational, but it came out lame, boring, not funny. That's a common typo. The GL Prime says, hola from Venezuela. Awesome. Thank you, the GL Prime. Are you familiar with Francisco Ramos? He's a Venezuelan comedian, and I think he's very funny, and I think he should be more popular, especially in Venezuela. Yeah. Oh, Dazzlecat says it could have been an autocorrect situation, too. Okay, everybody. Let's see what else we got. Thanks again, Saguaro Ooh, for that cool background image of your kitchen. What else do we got here? Lisi T. Oh, yeah, this looks very cool. So I'm going to need to know more about this because I think the caption is, let's see here. It says, we visited Chattanooga this past weekend and went on a cave tour in the Raccoon Mountain Caverns. It was pretty neat. The only cave I've been to was Kartchner Caverns in near Tucson, Arizona, and that was unbelievable. It looked very different, though. This looks sort of like it's got different colors and stuff, whereas the one that I went to looked a little bit more like a traditional cave that maybe the early humans would have lived in, the cavemen, if you will. And yeah, it was pretty great. Or it looked a little bit like the cave in the second installment of the Planet of the Apes movies, the original, where they worshipped the nuclear bomb. Lisi T says this was an area called the Reflecting Pool. There is something in the water that makes it have a mirror finish. The colors are cool lighting they put up. Oh, I see. So I think the one that that we went to, you weren't allowed to do anything because it was a living cave, so you weren't able to, like, even a little kid sneezing, getting boogers all over the cave would actually change the ecology or whatever of the cave and the biology of it. So, not just a little kid, but anybody sneezing. Or I tried to bring my coffee in there, and they said I couldn't do it because if you spill coffee, apparently it can compromise the integrity of it or something. Dazzlecat says, I guess ancient humans didn't sneeze. Yeah, they must have been very pristine inside those caves. Scuba Steve 361 says, I am ready to go all in with today's gamble. 0.001k will be on the line today. You're gambling? Or is there something maybe I said something about gambling. I'm trying to think of what you're gambling on. I know some people are gambling a little bit on the game we're playing, Outer Wilds, and which way that I'll die. I like to see that because that takes the pressure off of me from being entertaining when I'm playing my video game because I'm not very good at it. Group Mastication Session says, how are you getting signal from inside a cave? No, I want to make it very clear. This is a green screen picture behind me. I'm not actually in a cave, although I can emulate the sound of reverb through the wonders of technology. But no, this is a picture that was sent to us by Lisi T, who's one of our resident photographers here. Lolwas 69420 says, Henry, is that the Bat Cave? Holy shit, are you Bruce Wayne? No, I'm just a guy, a cooking explainer, and we're just using various backgrounds that people are sending. I think I'm going to change this one because it really is so realistic. I think people are starting to think. Okay, Phaedrus. Phaedrus sends us this one. This is Missoula, Montana. Very cool. One of my good friends, Chris Fairbanks, who's a comedian, is from Missoula. I've never seen Missoula, but it looks like this is what it looks like. It looks beautiful. I would have thought there were more mountains and that kind of thing. So, Phaedrus, is this part of your motorcycle maintenance tour of Montana? Are you going to be going to Bozeman and reconciling whatever issue you had with the university there? A little bit of inside talk there. Piss Baby says, Henry, how are you traveling so fast between these locations? These are not locations. I'm just switching out the background. Maybe this would be a good time to do a song. Oh, another thing we could do is check in on my cat, Roast Beef. So he's been sleeping under the sink. It looks like I'm going to need to open the door there under the sink. I didn't mean to disturb him. Looks like he was sleeping, and then when he heard that there was somebody opening the door, he woke up. And yeah, JSBX fan's right. He didn't look around. He just looked at the wall. That's kind of where he's at. Oh, let's check out our alerts here. I know we have alerts. You Fear Jazz resubscribed for 14 months. Thank you, You Fear Jazz, and says, hey, Henry, what do you call a man with no shins? Tony. Tony because he's Tone, maybe? Or maybe that's just his name, Tony. But how do you not have well, I guess you could have, yeah. Well, You Fear Jazz, I'm going to keep thinking about that one. Oh, toe, knee. It goes straight from the toe to the knee. I get it. Gotcha. You Fear Jazz, thank you very much for your resubscription. Irish Drummer Boy resubscribed for 9 months and says, hey, Henry, I know you're a fan of Weird Al's parodies. I was wondering if you also like a parody's nuts. Parody's nuts. Is that a type of nut? I'm not sure if I'm familiar. But I do love Weird Al, and not just his parodies, but his regular songs too. But I'm not sure if I'm familiar with parody's nuts. Okay, but thank you, Irish Drummer Boy, for your resubscription and your contribution. And Hairplane resubscribed. Any plans on growing out the epic beard? Okay, we talked about that. I think we're caught. Well, Danny Wonders resubscribed for 9 months. Thank you. Your Scylla has resubscribed for 24 months and says, hey, Henry, you're looking great. The apron is amazing. I hope you and Roast Boof are living your best lives. Yeah, thank you. Sorry about that. Unexpected sneeze situation. Okay, so your Scylla, I want to say that this apron particularly was designed by Piss Baby and Nella, 2 users that sent me the apron. And thank you very much to them and also to you for noticing. And we are living our best lives. Thank you. Midnight Faded cheered 200 bits for beef. These bits are for the birthday boy. I guess maybe it's Roast Beef's birthday. I don't know. But I'm not going to give back those bits just because it's nobody's birthday. Kairosa has resubscribed for 25 months. Thanks, Kairosa. And thanks for all that you do for the show. And Bacchus resubscribed for 25 months, as well as Husky Boyo, our friend that we've done a bunch of raids on. Thank you, Bacchus, for all that you contribute. And Husky Boyo says 2 years. I can't believe it. 24 months. Pug Lady 2600 has resubscribed for 13 months and says, bless you. Bless you right back, Pug Lady 2600. Thank you very much. And Queecan has resubscribed for 10 months. Thank you, Queecan. I'm really happy to see people subscribe. I'll be honest with you. Every now and then it gets a little desolate here. But because of the core energy of a critical mass of users here on Twitch, we thrive. We not only survive, but we thrive. So let's go ahead and switch to reverb here. And let's do a song. So this song here was requested to us by Cat Food Taste Tester. Beautiful song by a young mop top from Liverpool, UK, that some of you might have heard of, who also very sadly was shot and killed in broad daylight in New York City. Not the first and certainly not the last, but his name was John Lennon. And I was born in the very hospital that he died in. Am I saying that when I was born somehow I received some kind of amazing artistic musical inspiration from his spirit? Well, of course that's what I'm trying to imply. But it can't be, because I was born about 10 years before the incident happened. This is from the album Let It Be, I think, and it was in the Let It Be documentary that came out on Disney by Peter Jackson, and it was amazing. I watched all 8 hours of it or whatever. Sorry, a couple of Comatose Ooh has resubscribed for 5 months. Thanks, Comatose Ooh. And let's go ahead and do this song by the great John Lennon. Words are flowing out like cup. They slither wildly as they slip away across the universe. Pools of sorrow, waves of joy are drifting through my open mind, possessing and caressing me. Jai Guru Deva. Nothing's gonna change my world. Nothing's gonna change my world. Nothing's gonna change my world. It's a little high for me. Nothing's gonna change my world. Images of broken light which dance before me like a million eyes. They call me on and on across the universe. Thoughts meander like a restless wind inside a letterbox. They tumble blindly as they make their way across the universe. A lot of people don't realize that he's talking about being on drugs. I think I realized that. Actually, I think a lot of people do realize that's what it's about. Jai Guru Deva. Nothing's gonna change my world. 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 Sounds of laughter, shades of life are ringing through my opened ears, inciting and inviting me. Limitless, undying love which shines around me like a million suns and calls me on and on across the universe. Jai Guru Deva. I'm losing it a little bit. Nothing's gonna change my world. 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 Jai Guru Deva. Jai Guru Deva. Computer, volume 10. Computer, what does Jai Guru Deva mean?
According to an Alexa Answers contributor, Jai Guru Deva is a Sanskrit phrase that translates to something like Hail to the Shining Teacher. Guru Deva is a standard address to a guru in Hinduism.
Okay. Robalicia says, I just saw John Lennon last month in concert. What a great show. Going to concerts is always a lot of fun. I went to the Foo Fighters a couple weeks ago, and I imagine it was a very similar experience. Well, let's see. We've got more pictures and more songs. So, Michelle Hafey, our friend from Orca Mind, came to the show in Park City a couple weekends ago, and I had a blast along with Jaffe, Kalamazoo Dog, Josiah, a few others. But this was the pre-show, and it brings back good memories. Maybe we'll use this as our background for the next song, shall we? Let's see. This song here was requested to us by Lygos. And we have done it before. Oh, I want to thank Matt Dunno for resubscribing for 21 months. Hey, Henry, happy hump day. One sharp-looking guitar my sub can finally drink. Oh, yeah, that's right, 21 months. I think after 21 months, you're legally able to drink. So that's cool. This guitar, hey, I love this guitar. And I'm really lazy because I also have a beautiful Gretsch parlor guitar, which is black with a beautiful gold inlay, and I just haven't fixed the strap lock on it, and I should do that. I also have a bunch of stuff I gotta fix. But yeah, this one is nice too, and I like to travel with this one. This is sort of my, maybe, I wouldn't call it a beater guitar because I love the way it looks, but it's the one that I like to travel with because it's very easy to transport. Lowas 69420 says, I quit alcohol in the April of 2024. Congratulations to you. So you're sort of new to the quitting alcohol, and I want to congratulate you on that. I have a lot of friends who have done it and found that it's the best decision they ever made. So thanks for sharing, Lowa 69420. JSBX fan, I want to trim the strings on the headstock. Oh yeah, that's because I did it on the road, and I didn't have scissors. So, all right, let's go ahead and do another song here. So this one was requested to us by Lygos. I think it's from the 70s, by the great Alan Parsons Project. And Alan Parsons, of course, did some producing work for Pink Floyd. You might have heard of them. And without further ado, I'm going to do this song. I hope I can sing it, though, because it's going to be a little high, but whatever. That's all right. We're all friends here. And you know what? If you screw up, no one really... I mean, I don't care anyway. Maybe other people care, but let's see. So this Alan Parsons, I don't think falls into the category of yacht rock, but he definitely starts his song here with the classic yacht rock chord, and that's this. The D in the bass with an A chord underneath resolving to a D. Don't think sorry's easily said. Don't try turning tables instead. Chances before, but I ain't gonna give any more. Don't ask me, that's how it goes, 'cause part of me knows what you're thinking. Don't say words you're gonna regret. Gotta scroll down. Don't let the fire rush to your head. I've heard the accusations before, and I ain't gonna take any more. Believe me, sun in your eyes, you made some lies worth believing. I am the eye in the sky, looking at you. I can read your mind. I'm the maker of lies, something with fools. I can cheat you blind, and I don't difficult song to find the notes. Don't cry, 'cause I ain't changing my mind. So find another fool like before. Wait, let's do that right. So find another fool like before. 'Cause I ain't gonna live anymore believing some of the lies while all of the signs are deceiving. It's a hard one to fucking sing. I am the eye in the sky looking at you. I can read your mind. I am the maker of rules, dealing with fools. I can cheat you blind, and I don't need to see anymore to know that I can read your mind. 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 Looks like there's one more chorus. I'm feeling very vulnerable right now, like I'm in my high school talent show and I'm just biffing it. Eye in the sky, looking at you. I can read your mind. I am the maker of rules, dealing with fools. I can cheat you blind, and I don't need to see anymore to know that I can read your mind. I can read your mind. Well, thanks, Bro Chubby. That's very nice to hear. I can read your mind. Thanks, Blurry Little Quest. I can read your mind. Wow, thanks for all that positivity at the end there. Borsenben says, we're rooting for you, Hen. Thank you so much. Saguaro U says, winning the contest for sure. Wow, Ursula says, you got this. This is very... Hank Boozle says, multiple claps. That's great. Everyone type Forson says, does Floyd wear a pink suit on stage? I'm not really sure. JSBX fan says, what are we thinking about if you can read our mind? I know exactly what you're thinking about as chat, as one cohesive group. And that's that you're thinking about food. And I don't blame you. Or you're thinking about roast beef. Not the food, but the cat. But I think it's time to go ahead and start looking into our dish. It's going to be a pain in the ass. This is a very difficult dish. I don't know why I chose it other than the fact that I felt like I wanted to... I didn't want to shy away from something difficult. I wanted to fight the bully today. And so that's what we're going to do. This recipe is a bully. There's all kinds of folding shit and getting stuff all over your hands and finesse and technique, like a lot of Japanese food. And it takes Japanese chefs sometimes decades to master what we're going to make here today. What was that? Game Master Flash. It says here, Game Master Flash has resubscribed at Tier 3 for 20 months. Amazing. Love you, King. See you in Naperville. Bring back the beard. Roast beef is truth. I could probably get a beard by the time we do Naperville, September 21st. Naperville, Illinois. If you want tickets, go to henryphillips.com. And thanks, Game Master Flash. I hope you got your apron and your cookbook. You should have those things by now. And thanks for the support. I also want to take this opportunity to make a very special announcement. If you live in the St. Louis area, if you live near St. Louis, November 14th, which some may know that that's my birthday, I'll be part of something called the Flyover Comedy Festival in St. Louis. I'm going to eventually put it on the website, and everybody's going to know about it. I think my show is actually November 15th, but if you're anywhere near that area in Missouri, definitely come on down. Robert Tables says, "Happy birthday, Henry." No, it's not my birthday now. It's going to be though in November. Borsenfin says world tour. Yeah, it's kind of a world tour. Just basically a couple of Midwestern cities. Also, if you're in Connecticut, Fairfield, Connecticut, October 11th. That's going to be a big one. That's at a theater. And that is on henryphillips.com as well. It's Kate X. I've had that guitar since I think 2012. Or wait a second. No, that's not right at all. No, that was 2014. On the set of the movie Punching Henry, it was left in a prop truck, and somebody, I guess, saw it through the window and bashed in the window and stole my other guitar, not this guitar. And so the production bought me this guitar as a compensation. Caffeinated Kath says the office will certainly come for an LA show. Wow. Thanks, Caffeinated Kath. Well, I'm going to do that then. I'm going to get an LA show going for sure because I should. That's where I started and that's my home. Mr. Dink's Vibrator says, I don't think I will go to Connecticut or St. Louis because they're too far away. Sorry about that, Henry. Well, Mr. Dink's Vibrator, I hope that one day I'll be able to play wherever it is that you live. Blindfolded Missile says, it's okay, I'm sure the movie was a big success. Yes, the movie was on Showtime for 2 years. It was also, we premiered it at the South by Southwest Festival in Austin, Texas, and you can currently watch it, I believe, on Peacock, on NBC's Peacock. It's called Punching Henry. It stars... well, not only yours truly, but also J.K. Simmons, who actually won an Academy Award during the time that we were filming. And so that was kind of exciting. Rogue Sully says, I'm from New York and refuse to go to Connecticut or to fly over states, but I'm sure the shows will go great. Well, that sounds like a New Yorker to me. Quanto says, come to Brazil. So Quanto, have you been in Brazil this whole time? I'm gonna have to ask, what has come to Brazil? Because I get that comment a lot, and I thought maybe there were fans in Brazil, but now I'm starting to get suspicious. Boldly Untitled says, what about Albuquerque? Okay. You'll be quirky, I'll be the straight man. That's a little word joke there. Ursula, I thought Quanto was still on his honeymoon. I thought so too. Dazzlecat says Brazil is a country in South America. Oh yeah, no, I'm aware of that. Albuquerque, that sounds great. Is there a comedy club in Albuquerque? Or maybe we'll just find a little venue there. Because I'd love to. I think that would be fantastic. Would Tucson, Arizona be too far for people? Because that's one that I've got my eye on. I'm a big fan of Tucson. Caitlin's Kitchen resubscribed for 3 months and says, can I get a yeehaw, ladies? Yeehaw! Oh, ladies, okay. Caitlin's Kitchen, thank you so much for resubscribing. I really appreciate it. And Midnight Faded cheered 300 bits. Birthday bits. Thank you. There's Joffy. Joffy says my hometown. Oh yeah, that's right. Tucson. Joffy made quite a trek to come to the Park City shows, and it was great to meet you, Joffy. Thanks for coming. And I got to do more Southwest stuff. Scuba Steve 361 says, I thought Albuquerque was just a giant meth factory. It still might be, but we do want to do a show there nonetheless. Husky Boyo says Tucson has at least 2 venues for comedy. Yeah, Tucson might be a good happy medium. That way people will only have to drive about 6 hours from Albuquerque. Roblicious says, for dinner last night I made Henry's world-famous beer-battered donkey nuggets. It was delicious. Thanks for the recipe. Absolutely. I don't remember that one specifically, but it does sound like one that I've probably made. Okay. All right, guys, we got to get to work here. Let's see how much time we have before we have to do an ad. Computer, set timer for 14 minutes.
14 minutes, starting now.
We're going to see if we have any other pictures here. So we do have a lot of work that we have to do here. I'd rather chat than cook, but it's just one of these things we have to do. Okay, this photo came from BK. And it's interesting. The caption was that this was I think it was a memory card. BK found a memory card or a hard drive or something and found this picture on it. Is that a bear down there? Wow. You'd have to go to the Discord to see the exact caption there. But Husky Boyo says he wants to be petted. Yeah, I'd probably say. Looks like a small squirrel, Scuba Steve 361 says. No, I think that's a bear. We're just really far away. Thank you, BK, for that pick. And now, it's my least favorite time of the show here at Henry's Kitchen, and that's when we have to cook. Turn off the fun reverb. Alexander Dean just resubscribed for 23 months. Thank you, Alexander Dean. I really appreciate that. Thanks for your subscription. Computer, what is the temperature today?
Right now, it's 86 degrees Fahrenheit. Today, expect a high of 93 degrees.
Very hot. I hope we're not using the oven today. Oh, man. 429 subscribers. I'm digging that. Thank you very much, everybody. Very kind of you. So let's take a look at some of our ingredients. I'm going to remove the tracker up there, although I do want to say very special thanks to those folks that ordered through my discount code to get their HelloFresh boxes. You're going to eat like a king. I can't wait till mine come tomorrow. And I want to thank them for sponsoring us here at Henry's Kitchen. And we're gonna unbox it on Sunday, so we'll do more of that. And I also want to thank you for for putting up with me doing a little sales here. But I wouldn't do it if it wasn't a thing that I actually enjoy and that I'm looking forward to delving into. But meantime, we have to make our shit. And what I have here is some rice. And we'll zoom out a little bit. Let's go to the recipe here. But wow, this is a huge recipe. Oh my God, I'm getting overwhelmed. Onigiri, Japanese rice balls. And I'm getting this from justonecookbook.com. Stuffed with a variety of fillings and flavors, onigiri or Japanese rice balls make an ideal quick snack and a fun alternative to sandwiches for lunch. Well, that's cool. I've had my fill of sandwiches. In this recipe, you'll learn how to make onigiri using common ingredients for rice balls in Japan. And if you want to see what it looks like, we're going to be making this. This is exactly what it's going to look like when we're done. And again, I'll get rid of the tracker there. Okay, so sometimes called amasubi, Japanese rice balls, they're what I call the magical food of the Japanese. Tender, toothsome, rice made portable, they are the classic comfort food for picnics, especially during the cherry blossom viewing. Bento lunchboxes, quick grab-and-go snacks, hiking trips, movie snacks, etc. Growing up in Japan, I have the fondest memories of helping my mom shape freshly cooked rice. And by the way, this is me reading. I didn't grow up in Japan. So I want to make sure everybody knows that I'm reading from a website. Growing up in Japan, I have the fondest memories of helping my mom shape freshly cooked rice into triangles and pack them neatly into my bento box before running off to school. Okay. And then it just goes on and on. Amasubi are Japanese rice balls made of steamed rice that you compress into a triangular ball. Okay, so this is a good overview. Or a cylindrical shape, and they're usually wrapped in a nori seaweed sheet. We have them. You can flavor them lightly with just salt or add a variety of fillings. Adored by all ages, onigiri proved their importance and popularity in Japanese everyday lives. We make rice balls for school and work lunches and for many outdoor activities and events. In some ways, they are the Japanese idea of energy bars. We snack on onigiri when we need a quick boost of energy and sustenance. So, I've never been to Japan before. I know JV's Tech and Nico Teso have sent us some amazing photos from Japan, and I want to go there. It looks so awesome. It's really on the list. I don't know. I just had a thought there, and but I'd love to go there one day. Casey 2.0 says, "How can it be a ball if it's a triangle? I'm so confused." That's true. A triangle is a three-sided shape in 2D, and a ball is a three-dimensional sphere, kind of like the planet Earth, if you believe what lamestream science says. Quanto says, onigiri is hard to pronounce, Henry. I suggest using the informal Japanese version, oni-chan. Okay. And then there's also amasubi is the other one that they say. I might just say Japanese balls, because that sounds like it's easier. Okay. Today you can find these rice balls in so many varieties and forms, but the basics of making onigiri remain the same. If you're an anime or manga Japanese comics fan, I know a lot of you are, you have most likely seen onigiri or rice balls show up in many storylines of these cultural outputs. All right, so now this guy's just doing filler because he wants us to just sit here on the website forever. It's just like, it really gets me every time. I'm like, let's get to the recipe already. We don't... Computer, how much time left on the timer?
You have 5 minutes and 50 seconds left on your 14-minute timer.
Okay, let's get to work. We only need 2 ingredients, the steamed rice and good quality nori seaweed. Okay, so let's take a look at what we have. I've got nori seaweed. Is it good quality? I don't know. I hope so. Kikkoman soy sauce. Bonito flakes. So what this is it's fish that are fermented and then compressed and then shaven and put on a plate and then into a bag, I guess. And then we have, of course, the star of our show, our rice. So let's probably go ahead and start with doing our rice. Oh yeah, so for the folks here, Bobbins says 2 ingredients. Yeah, but there's optional fillings. So I think that we're gonna use the option of doing fillings, because that's gonna make it more of a substantial thing. Okay. There's 3 steps. Cook the short grain rice. Short grain Japanese let's see, rice. Can I just jump to the recipe, please? Oh, this is driving me nuts. Okay, ingredients. Here we go. I've just pushed jump to recipe. For the steamed rice, 2 1/4 cups. And by the way, I don't want to make that much. How much does it make? It makes 9 servings. No, we're going to make 4 1/2 servings. So I'm going to cut everything in half. So let us start now by making the steamed rice. We want 2 1/4 cups uncooked Japanese short grain white rice. I actually have here long grain brown rice. So I'm not sure how that's going to affect us, but we're going to find out. It wouldn't be Henry's Kitchen if we just had the right ingredients, but we do what we can. It says that it wants 2 1/2 cups of water. Computer, what's half of 2 1/2?
Half of 2.5 is 1.25.
Okay. 1 cup, 0.25. It doesn't have 0.25s. I'm just going to put a little bit more than 1 cup. You're supposed to use a rice maker for this. But we don't have that either. And then we want, instead of 2 1/4 cups, we're going to do 1 and... Computer, what's half of 2 1/4? Computer's already just checked out.
Sorry, I'm having trouble. Please try in a little while.
I guess I asked questions that are just too hard. Let's just go with 1 cup of the rice. So let's pour our water in here. And our rice. And we'll turn this thing on and get it boiling. I'm going to stir it up a little bit. It's not quite Halloween, but it turns out the only stirring spoon I have is our Halloween Witch Please stirring spoon. So we're just going to do this. I like to put a little bit of salt and pepper in there. And maybe just a little bit of salt as well. Stir it up, and I think we're going to leave that there until it starts boiling. Pepper in the rice, that's different. Yeah, I'm not sure, Aurora Huntley. That definitely, you're right. It doesn't sound like a Japanese traditional thing to do, but can't take it out now. Cornix Caron says, can I first boil the rice and then add the water? You could do it that way. Computer, stop. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. As part of our growing commitment to Twitch, not our growing, our continuing commitment to Twitch, we're going to show ads on our own schedule so that we don't have to have them just show ads anytime. So I'm going to show a 3-minute ad. If you're a subscriber, you should not be seeing the ad. I want to make sure that that's the deal. And So let's do that now. And then what's going to happen is we're going to let the rice cook for about 15 minutes or whatever, and we're going to start preparing our innards, our insides. Okay? So let's go ahead and do that now. So again, if you're a subscriber, you won't see an ad, but if you're an unsub, you will see an ad, but don't worry, we're not going to talk about anything interesting here. Boom. Okay. There we go. All right, so who's still with me here? Midnight Faded just says great news. Midnight Faded says, Henry, I had no clue that you were bar certified. Some bars. The Sexual Brotato Chip says, very interesting take, Henry. Thank you. Uh-oh. Norel Borel says, time to tell us all the juicy goss. Mr. Buttlicker says, OMG, this is the most interesting thing Henry ever said. No. Container 520 says, holy smokes, where did you learn to dance like that, Henry? I don't like to give the unsubs the impression that we're doing anything interesting during the break time. And it seems like that's what's happening here. Phantom Parakeet says, I was going to troll the unsubs today, but I've decided against it. Ah, well, that's very nice of you. Thank you. What else do we have? Yeah. Parasitosis says, what should I use if I hate fish with a passion instead of using rice? You could probably use tuna. Okay. Hank Boozle says, I am also interested in learning what meeting John was like. Oh yeah, that's right. I was recently sitting behind someone who was a dead ringer for the character of John on Silicon Valley. And if you want to see that picture, it's in the chat area on the Discord. We've got another minute here. Rag Dexon says, Dear Henry, please explain the allegations regarding your oven. Is it true? The only allegation I can think of is that I probably, for a little while, I was leaving my oven on all the time. Because I thought, well, that's better than having to start it every time I want to make something. But I talked to a local fireman, and he said that that will cause something called carbon monoxide poisoning. Uh-oh. Okay, it's time to turn the heat down on our rice. I don't want to be cooking explaining right now, but that's kind of what's going on there. I'm going to need a top. Okay, the unsubs are back. Okay, so let me just tell you what's happening now. We've got our rice boiling, so I've turned the heat way down to almost nothing. And we're just going to put a, that doesn't work. We need to put a top on it. That's not ideal, but at least it's going to cover it. I don't know where the correct fitting top is. But while we've got that going, we're going to start preparing our insides. So, let's do that now. Okay. What's the next step here? Rinse and wash. Oh. Okay, to prepare the fillings, We're going with the filling. There's multiple options for filling. We're going with the one that's called Okaka. O-K-A-K-A-K. Okaka filling. Put 1 packet of katsuobushi, which is dried bonito flakes, which I have. Again, this is fish that has been compacted and compressed in a compressor and then fermented and then shaven off into flakes. And you can put this over somebody's salad or whatever you want to use it for. But we're going to be using the Okaka filling. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a bowl. So 1 packet. I'm not going to use this whole packet, obviously. See if I can get a small bowl. It looks pretty straightforward, actually. We're just literally putting 1 packet of our katsuobushi into a bowl, and we're adding 1 tablespoon of soy sauce. But remember, we're dividing everything by half, so I think in this case we might just kind of guesstimate. Oh, interesting. It smells a little bit like I'm in a fish market. I like it, actually. It's sort of giving me memories. You know, they say the olfactory sense is the most likely to bring up distinct memories. I remember reading that somewhere. Okay. Do not mistake this for cornflakes at any time. Okay, and let's put, I'm going to start with half a tablespoon. And we're going to mix to combine. Oh yeah, I'm going to need more. You really can't have too much soy sauce. Soy sauce is just one of those awesome things. You can put it on anything. You can put it on your Tex-Mex and it'll make that taste good. Okay. I might have actually put too much soy sauce in this case, so I'm going to put more of our katsu obushi. And I know that I am butchering these pronunciations, so my apologies to Nico Tezo. And let me know if you're out there, probably watching it on the DVD, but let me know if I'm pronouncing stuff poorly. How salty is that? Well, this is the low salt version. Oh, actually, no, it's not. It's fully salted. So this has a lot of salt in it. Computer, how much time left on the timer?
There are no timers set.
Oh, okay. All right, well, that doesn't look like a whole lot, but we're not making a whole lot. I think we're making like 4.5 pieces. So I think that's going to be good. Let's put the soy sauce back. I can read your mind. I'm going to lick the spoon here. Okay, You Fear Jazz says, I'm a carpenter by trade and often think about eating wood shavings. Okay, yeah, I would imagine being around wood shavings all the time and maybe not getting a lunch break, you would start thinking about maybe eating those. Boldly Untitled says, what's behind the floral painting? I usually, to be honest with you, I stuff a bunch of shit back there and cover it up with the painting, and so I try to keep it concealed. Hank Boozle says, I bet they call it Bonito because it's so good. Yeah, I think Bonito means beautiful in Japanese. Everyone Type Forson says, hi, Mr. Henry. I made my pot of coffee too hurt and it burnt my lip and tongue. Any advice? You just have to wait it out. I would try drinking water, but yeah, that usually will come. All of your parts of your tongue and lips and everything are going to be burned for a little while. It's going to make it hard to eat, hard to taste. It's going to be uncomfortable, but it will come back. Kalamazoo Dog says, sorry, I know this is out of left field and a bit corny, but I really love having this show to watch and these users to hang out with. Wow. Thank you, Kalamazoo Dog. And Kalamazoo Dog, thank you so much for that awesome coffee that you brought when I was in Park City. Fortunately, it was one of those driving trips, so it wasn't something that I had to stuff in a bag and to take on the plane. Although usually I can find room for coffee anyway. But anyway, it was delicious and it was great to meet you. Wum Dingers says, I'm donating blood today. Any advice for me? Yes. I think they say do not drink coffee ahead of time because that constricts the blood vessels and makes it harder for them to find the vein that they extract the blood from. And also I wouldn't drive right afterward because you might feel lighthearted. Boldly Untitled says, me too, it's super calming. Does that mean you're giving blood also? Okay, what else is... Okay, so we've made our okaka filling. The katsuboshi should be moistened but not drenched. Well, shit. We might have kind of drenched ours. I think I'm going to put a little more, since we seem to have the time anyway. Remember, cooking is a living, breathing process. You're constantly improvising, you're changing things, you're making adjustments, you're taking notes, you're applying those notes to your creation, and you're tasting things, you're learning things about yourself and your body, and you're just sort of having a very exploratory experience. Okay, this is so much better.
Delicious.
Whoa, JB's Tech just cheered times 969. Hold on a second. JB's Tech says, hey Henry, just wanted to let you know that Nico Tezo is watching this and having an aneurysm. Have fun. Oh, okay. I'm not sure what an aneurysm is, but does that mean that she's really enjoying it? This is a tribute to her country. She is Japanese. I want to make sure I'm getting that right. But thank you, JB's Tech. I'm glad you guys are watching. So far we have our Bonito flakes submerged into our fully salted soy sauce, and our rice is almost done. So very exciting stuff happening here at Henry's Kitchen. Purple Donut Filling His Fruit says, aneurysm is a form of respect, I think. Oh, well, that's very nice to hear. I've been watching the show Shogun on Hulu, and I'm just learning a lot about Japanese culture and the ways of how they have these customs. Zach, spelled right, says, can I substitute the fish flakes with dandruff flakes? I guess any kind of flake is fine. Kairosa says, I think an aneurysm is an Indian dish. Funny that she would get Indian while you're making Japanese food. Yeah, I guess there's a little... Here, let's try... computer, what is an aneurysm?
Aneurysm is a noun meaning a permanent cardiac or arterial dilatation usually caused by weakening of the vessel wall.
Well, that's clearly got to be some other kind of definition that we're not using here. Okay. All right, everybody. I think it's time for us to move forward. We're going to shape our Japanese balls. Gather all the ingredients to make the onigiri and a bowl filled with water for your hands. Okay, so we're going to take our work bowl here. And I guess what we're doing now, if you're shaping the Japanese balls with your hands, transfer the freshly cooked rice to a large bowl. Well, I just used my large bowl. Baking sheet or sushi oke, and let it cool slightly until it's cool enough to handle. The rice should be warm. Okay. Whew. Starting to get a little bit complicated. Gather all the ingredients. Done. And a bowl filled with water for your hands. Done. If you're shaping it with your hands, transfer the freshly cooked rice, which I guess is done, to a large bowl. I guess we can use this. Oh, you know what I'll do? I think I got this. Let's put our water in here so that we have our bowl. There we go. Let's take our rice. I think our rice is done. Yeah, that looks very much done. We'll spoon it out. Uh-oh, it's not really done. I'm gonna drain. There's still some water in here, so I'm just gonna drain it. Actually, a lot of water in there. Should probably use a strainer. Okay, yeah, I can still see that pepper didn't quite dissolve. But I'm happy with that. Okay, great. So stir that up a little bit. So apparently we want to let that cool because we're going to be touching it with our hands. I know you guys have questions. I'm going to get to them. Respectable name 42069 says, what does this recipe say as far as ball size? It It really doesn't, but I think that it said that it makes 9, but we're cutting that in half, so we're going to make 4.5 balls. So I guess what we'll do is we'll just make sure that they're all even, except for the half one. Okay. Got to get this stuff cooling down. I guess I can put it in the refrigerator. Ursula says, Henry, please careful you don't get indigestion. Oh, is that because of the brown rice? It is a little bit al dente. Computer, is it bad to eat rice that isn't fully cooked?
I don't know that.
I guess nobody knows. If the computer doesn't know, then nobody knows. Borsenvin says crunchy rice is the best. Okay, well, I think we're going to be okay. Toothsome is what respectable name 42069 says. Hank Boozle says stumped. Now what? I don't know. If the computer doesn't know. Container 520 says computer doesn't have a mouth, Henry. Yeah, you're right. I should have known that. Ligos 96 says someone has to be the first to try it. Oh, Fondue Yourself says microwave would be good. Yeah, I guess we could do that. But then we got... Okay, let's do that. Let's microwave the rice, so maybe that'll soften it up a little bit. It's not going to help us in terms of getting things nice and cool. But like Ursula says, I don't want to get indigestion. I knew this recipe was going to be a pain in the ass. Casey 2.0 says, quite some time ago they banned throwing rice at weddings. Oh, really? Because the birds would eat too much of it and then blow up. Oh my God. That's why we have to throw bird seed now. Oh my goodness. I did not know that. And that's awful. I don't like seeing little birds blow up. Call me an animal lover. Munch Hotel cheered 200 bits. Thank you so much. Can't stay. Warm thoughts to roast beef, Henry, the Rice Ballers gang. Okay, thanks, Munch Hotel. We're going to do a quick check-in on roast beef and see how he's doing. Hold on. Oh boy, I have awoken the beast. Great. Okay, well, our rice has got to be done at this point. I think it is. Still a little bit al dente. Whatever. Let's just let that cool down a little bit. And we're going to start forming it into balls. Dazzlecat says, if birds aren't real, what was eating the rice and exploding? Oh, I think they have ways of making fake ones explode too. Piss Baby says, can cats eat rice or will they blow up too? I don't know, but I don't want to find out. Liberdaria says, poking the beef. Yeah, we poked the beef all right. Okay. Making a little bit of a mess. I'm sorry, everybody, for the downtime here. I'm just waiting for this rice to cool down. And it's taking a little while, but I think I can prepare a little bit. What we have is the rice, which we're just kind of waiting to cool down a little bit, although it should be warm. We have water here that we're going to use. Nico Tezo is watching, so I want to make sure that we do this correctly. And what do we got here? It says here in the recipe, okay, we're using method 2. First, wet both of your palms with a bit of water to prevent the rice from sticking to your hands. Oh, buddy, what are you doing now? I guess he wants a little bit of food. Hold on a sec. All right, I'm going to give a little bit of food to my cat, roast beef. I shouldn't have woken him up. Maybe we can show a little video in the meantime here. I know, buddy. Oh yeah, let's go ahead and show our sitcom intro that It's Kate made. Everybody, and I'll see you next time. Okay. Sorry, a lot going on right now. Are you guys there? Check. All right, let's start making this. Okay, so first, wet both of your palms with a bit of water to prevent the rice from sticking. I think we can do that. I don't think that's too difficult. Then apply some salt and spread it on both palms. What? I don't know why I'm doing this. Maybe it keeps the sticking from happening or whatever. And then I have to operate my mouse, which is going to be salt all over the mouse. Scoop about a handful of slightly cool but still hot rice in your left non-dominant hand. Okay. In my non-dominant hand, tip, your left hand holds the rice balls, flattens the onigiri's sides, always keep it underneath the onigiri. Create a small well indentation in the center of the rice. Add 1 teaspoon of the filling. I see. Okay, I think I see where they're going with this. So we're going to get something along the lines of this, and we're going to form a well inside the middle, and then we're going to add our filling into it. And then we're going to scoop more rice to cover the filling. And we're going to mold it with our hands and gently press the rice around the filling to form a ball. So I've got some pretty messy hands here, unfortunately, but okay. Now what? Now, bend your right dominant hand slightly to form a mountain shape and place it on top of the rice. Your right hand forms the triangle corners on the onigiri. Keep it on top of the rice ball. Gently press the rice with your top hand to make a triangle corner. This goes to Casey 2.0's question about whether it's a triangle or a ball. I think it's kind of both. Gently press the rice. Tip, make your hands just firm enough so the onigiri doesn't fall apart. But don't squeeze too tightly to keep the density of the rice ball as airy as possible. At the same time, squeeze the fingers and the heel of your bottom left hand on either side of the onigiri to gently press the sides flat. Now, rotate the triangle corner you just made toward you. Okay? I use a single upward motion to barely toss the rice ball in my bottom hand while I use my top hand to rotate it toward me clockwise. The first corner will now point at you, while the tip of the second corner points up. Repeat this to form the second and third triangle corners, then press and rotate 2 or 3 more times to finish shaping the triangle. Turn the rice ball on its side, press gently to flatten one side, repeat on the other side, then press and rotate one last time. Transfer to a baking sheet or a plate lined with parchment paper. Repeat with the remaining rice. Oh boy. So now I have to get parchment paper. Oh, buddy. Why is he being like this? My cat has food. He's gone to the bathroom. He's got water. He's just wakes up grumpy. Here. Okay, so I think my cat wanted to go outside. By my cat, I should say roast beef. We all know his name at this point. Maybe we should check on him. Hold on. Nah, sorry. We're getting distracted with roast beef. He's out on the patio. He's going to be fine. He just all of a sudden needs a new place to sleep. Okay. Let's take a look at... By the way, I've got a mouse here. Mochi's Nirvana just gifted 5 subs. Thank you so much, Mochi. That's very kind of you. I was feeling a little bit insecure right now because a little out of sorts. I've got a mouse that's filled with salt and rice. But I guess if it gets wet, you're supposed to put it in rice anyway. But that's very kind of you, Mochi. Okay, so wonderful. And if anybody's keeping track, we're at 425 subscribers. Plenty respectable, and I appreciate that. Thank you, Mochi's Nirvana says, I hope it brings up your mood a little bit. I'm not in a bad mood. I'm just, it's very complicated what we're doing here. And I'm just going to try, I want it to come out good. I'm going to take a look at the example pic here, and I'm going to try to model mine a little bit off of that. But when does the, I don't know when the seaweed part is supposed to happen. What the fuck? Game Master Flash just gifted 5 subs. Amazing. This stuff doesn't really hold into balls. Alright, I'm gonna just try, I'm gonna get through this. What the fuck? Midnight Faded just gifted 5 subs. Amazing. Thank you so much for these gifts, you guys. I am not having an easy time with this. I don't know how many balls we're going to be able to make, but so far we've kind of barely made one. The problem is this rice isn't compacting the way it should. It's not sticking. It's supposed to make 4.5. We'll see how many we're able to make. I want these to be delicious. But I'll be completely honest with you. I have no idea what the next step is here or how they're going to possibly go from these into something that looks like that picture. But I want to. And it actually smells good. All right. I think we can make one more. We'll make a half of one, because we need to use up the rest of our stuff here. And I'll use all of this extra rice. Boy, we really took on, we bit off more than we can chew, proverbially speaking, and maybe even literally speaking. I get why we have the water here. That's a great idea. What a smart thing that is. Let's start by clearing some of this other shit away. I'm gonna put the bowl on the hot plate. I think it's cooled down enough that that's safe. I'm really curious to see. So we've got these balls here. Onigiri Japanese balls. Let's see. No, Borsenvin, I don't think a spatula would work. I think that this is one of those things where the best way to do it is to use your hands. I'm Pie Freak says, I added glue to mine to hold it together. I recommend. I think the glue adds a nice flavor as well. Okay. I'm not sure that sounds right, but we'll see. Computer, how much time left on the timer?
There are no timers set.
Okay, computer, set timer for 20 minutes, please.
20 minutes, starting now.
Okay. Let's see what our next step is. To coat with the furikake. Remember, dip your fingers before touching the onigiri to prevent the rice from sticking to your fingers. Yeah, we did that. Coat the 3 sides with the furikake. Rice seasoning. It never said anything about furikake. What the fuck is that even? It literally never said that. I'm going to have to go back in the recipe and find out what that is. Oh. Rice seasoning. I guess it's some type of rice seasoning. We did the salt and pepper. What the hell is that? Hello? I'm okay. I'm in the middle of something right now. Is this important?
That needs to be repaired or remodeled?
No, I don't need any remodeling at the moment. And also, right now, I'm in the middle of doing a stream, a live cooking stream.
Okay, I'll do it. Thanks for letting me know. Have a good day.
Okay. It was some type of sales call, but somehow it busted through my. I have it on no alerts or whatever, so I don't know how that happened. Oh. The sexual brotato chip says, was that a call center scam? I think it might have been. Either that or that maybe they found out I was making Japanese balls and they wanted to get in on some of that. Okay. All right. Well, we seasoned it with salt and pepper. It might not be as good as furikake or whatever, but I think that's why when you look at the picture here, that seasoning they've got on the outside is what that is. But we're going to be fine. We don't have to use that. What we're going to do here is we're going to wrap it with nori. So it says here, oh boy, this looks really suspicious. I'm going to have to get the camera. I'm going to use the roast beef camera because it says that we're supposed to toast our nori over the stove on an open flame. It sounds dangerous, but I'm not one to shy away from a challenge. How do I do this? Way too much stuff going on here. Okay. We're gonna toast our nori. So I'm gonna put it on the camera. Let's get rid of this tracker for a second here. It says literally toast it over an open flame. I don't know how long we're supposed to do that. And to be honest with you, I'm a little surprised. No, that's stupid. That's really ridiculous. Why did they make me do that? That was absurd. That almost seemed dangerous. Did it work? I don't know. This is what I have, is a charred piece of nori. And it smells weird. Nah, I'm just going to use the nori how it is.
Delicious.
JB's Tech cheered 971 bits. JB's Tech, we could really use you guys right now. Oh my god. Nico Teso says, I've never toasted nori ever. You don't have to do that. Whew. Now the whole place smells weird. It was on there for seconds. And, like, what are they doing to me here? All right, so I'm just going to use a fresh piece of nori. Very unfortunately, I have to waste this. It's almost like a prank. And I'm just going to use a regular nori, cut it into thirds, parallel to the lines on the nori sheet. Yeah, boy, I wish I would have consulted with Nico Tezo before that, because that didn't seem right to me. And now the place smells like burnt seaweed. Cut them into thirds. Okay, I think this is sort of working anyway. What the fuck? Mochi donated $4.20. Oh no, roast beef's coming back. Oh boy, too much going on. I want to see Mochi. Thank you so much, and says perhaps the singed nori smell will get rid of those flies. I think it probably will. Actually, hold on. What are you doing? Come on in. Oh, I'm very sorry about all the stuff. I picked up my cat. Now I got cat juice all over my hands. Okay, here we go. I guess I was hoping that I'd be able to cut this evenly, but no such luck. Yeah, it's not too bad, I guess. You just have to be a little bit gingerly with it. There we go. Okay. So we have our 3 pieces of nori, and it's saying here, wrap a strip of nori on one side of the onigiri. For this style, you may need to cut the nori into shorter and narrower strips. Enjoy it warm or at room temperature. Oh, so we're done, basically. If we can get through this step, we're done. I think I'd be happy to just get one of these. You know what? It doesn't really matter, and this is an important lesson for the kitchen in general. It doesn't really matter. Oh yeah, you want to wet this part down, and that's going to serve as sort of an adhesive. I remember that from back when I made sushi. See how it kind of holds it together. It doesn't really matter whether the form of it is awesome if you're cooking for yourself, because no one cares. All that you have to worry about is that you used all the ingredients correctly, You seasoned the rice appropriately. You bought the right types of things. This one's just going to be without nori. I will be eating all of this and enjoying it. It didn't come out the way the picture is, and that's okay. Let's take one final look at it here before we dig in. If you want to compare that, yeah, they have white rice. They have a different kind of seasoning called furikake, and then they also have they're not covering theirs completely with the seaweed, which we did, but I don't care. I'm gonna have one of these right now because I'm starving. Pretty good. I think this is all right. It takes a long time to chew because the rice wasn't completely cooked. So it's got a very tough husk around it. And the bonito flakes are very fishy. Reminds me of being underneath a pier. And I'm glad I didn't use the nori toasted. That was weird. Everyone type Forsen says, I once had Japanese rice balls in a fancy restaurant. Yours look very similar to the chef's specialty I had called sugama balls. Sugama balls. Sugama balls. Yeah, no, I've never had that, but it sounds like it's probably a delicacy. Borsenvin says, I think I'd eat this with some green spicy paste. Gonna have one more. There we go. Once again, if you want to compare what we're eating to the picture, theirs is tighter and cleaner, but hey, this is more, say, like maybe this, we could call this the American version. That's how a lot of new foods get invented. You know, a lot of people don't realize that the tarte tatin was basically an accident. Some nuns were trying to make apple pie. JB's text says, hey Henry, no joke, you can feed roast beef the katsuboshi. Oh really? Yeah, I think he'd probably like it. It's just fish, right? As long as it's not too processed. All right, well. Let's see. dried, shaved, skipjack tuna fish. That's all this is. Bonito flakes. Let's see if roast beef will lick it. Hold on a second, let me set it up. Okay, everybody, place your bets. Bonito flakes are dried, shaved skipjack tuna fish. That's in the ingredients. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to see if roast beef is going to eat it. And it's safe. Maybe either he's not hungry, or maybe there was something about the fact that it was shaved that he didn't like it. He didn't lick it. JV's text says, is he really a cat? Yeah, I mean, that's really weird. Maybe moisten it, Bexy says. Maybe. Maybe it's because he's so old. We'll try it one more time. Digging it. Computer, stop. Well, apparently he just sort of, maybe he didn't trust me at first. Yeah, he just didn't want it out of the bowl. But anyway, I thought this was pretty tasty. It was very difficult to make, and it did not come out anywhere near their fancy one, but which is weird because we did everything basically exactly right. We just used a different type of rice. But also, I'm not a skilled Japanese chef, you know. I mean, it takes some people an entire lifetime to be able to shape these types of things. All right, everybody. Let's put this away. We've got a lot of work to do still. Where are we at with it? Okay, 3 minutes. So I will now do our thank you song, and then we'll play a little bit of Outer Wilds after the break. But I better do it quick. Check, one. It's Kate X. Yeah, it's the same P.O. Box. 10021 Glendale, California, 90029, I believe. This is a thank you to all of you, the users, who make this possible. Fawcan and Dingo Bop, Dom Beef Hot Bear 1110, Do Dingle Dog Goggle, Dr. Flanges and Bacchus, and also Shane, yes, Beelzebub, Mochi's Nirvana, it's Kate Kairosa, Bumble Vision and the LGX, Chef Reactions, Bill Larkin, Music, Husky Boyo, Nim, Moon, Emberu, Orca Mind, S-Fan, Bonito, Dazzle Cat, Blurry, Little Quest, Borse and Ven, and don't forget Quanto. Purple Donut filling his fruit, Tankard and Borse and Ven, Zodiac Tone, Gary Busey, ASMR, Shandis, Nova Galarian, Game Master, Flash, the Cat Food Taste Tester, Chairnex, Mochi's Nirvana, Red Hot Hibachi, Ransom GR, Essity Tiz, Zodbane, and Toke My Nuts, Saguaro, Burrito, 5555, Dinosaur, JV's Tex, Sickly Boy, Beelzebub, Yarchasm, Nico, Tazo, Michael Bublé, 4422, Passionaire, Minho Shin, 64, Midnight, Faded, JSPX Fan, and Essity 10. Don't forget Quanto. Okay. Nova Galarian just resubscribed at Tier 3. Thank you so much, Nova Galarian. Very appreciative for that. And Purple Donut Filling is a fruit gifted a Tier 1 sub to Lick Roast Beef. Thank you so much, Purple Donut Filling is fruit. This is sort of turning into a kick-ass day. We made a delicious international cuisine, and roast beef licked the tuna flakes, and we did some songs, and now we're going to play this awesome game. But I have to do a quick 3-minute ad, so everybody chill out for a second. And let me put the guitar away. Boy, at times like this, I could really go for a roast beef sandwich. Get rid of some of this stuff. Do a little bit of cleanup. Sorry, everybody. I know this is probably boring. But we got to do it. Cleaning up is an essential part of cooking. As much as that sounds like a ridiculous thing to say, it's true. Get my game controller out. River bison. Whoops, we don't want the river bison. Check 1, 2. All right. I'm going to go ahead and get this game started here. got questions, and I will be getting to them, of course. For example, Master Cookie the Third says, "Hey Henry, would you rather be a guest on Dr. Katz or on Space Ghost Coast to Coast?" Ooh, that's a good question. Dr. Katz for sure. That was an incredible show. Absolutely incredible. The Chunks gifted a tier 1 sub to Fluffy Bark Barks. Thank you very much, The Chunks, for your generosity. And let's see what else there is here. I'm just trying to set things up here a little bit. Okay. Outer Wilds time. You're absolutely right, Killer Queen Rec BTW. See how we're doing. Okay, so the unsubs are back. I've got my handy dandy video controller, game controller piece here. And Borsenvin says, "I think today's the day we get to see inside the temple." Is that what that was, that we were at a temple? I don't know. I hope we get to do something. It's very difficult. Hank Boozle says, "What is your least favorite chord?" That's an interesting question. I'd probably say something with a with an added 4. Like if you strum all the strings of the guitar all by itself, you almost have a great E minor 7 chord, but you have this A that just makes it sound like you're strumming a guitar without any chord. And I think that made me never really like it. Okay. Oh, Dark Aegis says, "I may have missed one since I was on the road if you played Sunday." Yeah, we did play Sunday, and it's getting better. We're definitely getting better at it. So I just have to do my usual fumbling around here to get everything set up. I gotta push crop. Put this here. Put desktop audio. Okay, I think we're ready to go into the game. Do you see the game? Do you hear me? Do you see the little me on the bottom left side of your screen? Or sorry, bottom right side of your screen? Okay. Everything's perfect. Great. Well, let's go ahead and play this game. For those of you that don't know what it is, I'm part of a space program of a planet called Timber Hearth. And I'm sort of the guy everybody's rooting for to go out into outer space and explore. So we've talked to a bunch of people. Like this guy is kind of boring. There's our pilot, ready to get this beauty off the ground. Hey, what can I do for you? I'll say, "You're lucky I'm in a time loop, because otherwise I'd be super dead. And you're lucky I don't have you grounded for medical reasons, because I have no idea what you're talking about." So you can die in this game, and you just come back to this part, and it's sort of like a time loop, and nobody knows what's going on with you. So I've gotten much better at the game. Dark Aegis says, hold on. Oh, it passed. Wait, fuck. I'm trying to get back to Dark Aegis' comment, but I don't see it anymore. Alright. You can feel free to say it again. By the way, it gets better than this. I am going up and down the elevator, and that's not part of the game here. But there's my spaceship. Marion Barry 9, I'm loving the game. It's great. Look at that. Look at the great artwork. I can stand over the railing here and look at my little town. And got to be careful not to fall over, though, because I did fall over. But yeah, this is pretty cool stuff. There's a little geyser that happens, and that's space. I think we're going to go up there. So let's do it. Let's get in our spaceship. A couple of things I need to be better at. I need to be better at landing when I'm in my jetpack. That's a big one. I keep on, and I need to be better at landing in general. Okay, so here we are in the spaceship. I'm gonna get into the cockpit. Buckle up. It's already turning to be morning here, but that's a good time to fly. Let's do this. That's what we're leaving behind. Leaving behind a whole planet there. But we also got to see, wow, we don't want to get too close to the sun there. What is that? That's the planet we just left. Oh no, that's Brittle Hollow. That's a different one. Let's go there. I've got it on autopilot, so it should be taking us right there. And we got to go into landing mode here. Whoa, 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 whoa. What the hell, man? Ugh. Oh boy. Okay, so I already have to fix my ship. So we're gonna unbuckle, go put on the spacesuit. If anybody hasn't heard the song by Harry Nilsson, Spaceman, we did it here on the show. I highly suggest you listen to it as a backdrop for this game. Okay, so I've broken the ship with my shitty landing. How? So we have to find where the accident happened. Accidentally got in the ship. Don't want to do that. Sorry for new people joining. I'm not that strong a gamer. Okay, the ship is fixed. Now I'm equipped with something called a signal scope, which can hear interesting signals. So I'm going to put it on. So far, nothing. Oh, oh, that's very far away. That's far too. So we're just sort of exploring this place here. Oh, what's that? 202 meters. That's where we want to go. Yeah, we're getting closer. Where is that? Okay, we're getting closer. There has to be a cave entrance somewhere. See, now what the hell? I didn't think I was going that crazy there. So Borsenven, you're saying that we're above ground right now and that there's some way to get down? I don't want to get too far from my ship. What the hell was that? Okay. Oh. We heard the banjo. Does that mean we're getting closer to it? Or I was thinking maybe are we on the other side of the planet? See if I can get that again. Where's the banjo now? Oh, 200 meters. So I was getting further away from it. Sorry, everybody. We're getting closer. How do I get there? It's literally on the other side of the planet, I think. 3 minutes of oxygen. Come on. Oh, oxygen has been refilled. I remember going into this and not having anything happen. That's cool that we're getting more oxygen. I think we're getting closer. Go down here. Oh, I see. It looks like there's stairs. Okay, I think we're doing it. Nice. Oh, yeah. Okay. Whoa, whoa. Gravity stuff happening. Walk along the wall to the other side of the path. Okay. I don't have my bearings right now. Whoa, there's gravity stuff happening here. Okay. Uh-oh, I fell. Ow. Fuck. Sorry, the language. Damn. I was getting to something. Alright, we're gonna go back. I promise I'll do better the next time. Now we know where we're going. There's something down there that we need to get to. Okay, going straight here. See you, boring dude. get in the spaceship. I'm starting to fly through this part. Blast off. Where are you, Brittle Hollow? Where's anything? Where's the sun? Whoops. I didn't mean to do that. Resume. That's... No, that's where we came from. Oh, maybe it's this. Yep, that's it. Okay. We're going to Brittle Hollow again, but this time I know where we're going. Oh! Ow! I didn't know it was going to be that fast. Oh man, I've done some real damage this time. That was weird, right? Like I just smashed right into the planet. I didn't know. I thought it was going to be like... Whew, okay. Let's get out of here and find out what's going on. Put on the suit, of course. I'll never make that mistake again for those of you betting folks. Kairosa says, I don't know if this is going to be salvageable. No, I think we can fix it. Repair the cockpit. It looks like we smashed into it head on. Landing gear. Autopilot. Boy, we did a lot of damage. Am I in the water? Headlights. I think we fixed it. We're in a little bit of a creek here now. How come I can't move forward? Okay. Let's put on our signal scope. Let's find that banjo. We're in a whole different part of the planet now, I think. There's trees. Oh, now this guy's 7,000 miles away. He's actually moving away while we're standing still. We might not find Banjo Guy right now. But we might find other cool stuff. Ghost matter detected nearby. We don't want that. Oh no, guys. How come nobody told me? I'm on my own frickin' planet. Jeez. Shit. Well, how do I get back to my... Wow, we're on our own planet. It's like a Twilight Zone. You're absolutely right, Kairosa. To boldly go where Henry has been before, says You Fear Jazz. Alright, let's get out of here. I gotta get to the other side. Okay, well, we fixed the ship. So somehow or another in my liftoff, That's Giant's Deep. No. You gotta find Brittle Hollow. I guess I could go to the map. See, that's what happened before. Brittle Hollow. There it is. Aligning flight trajectory. Now we are in autopilot. We're doing it. Brake on arrival. How do I brake? What do I hit to brake? I'd like to brake. Oh no, no, there's a sun coming my way. No, 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 no. Undershot target. I do not want that. Maybe I can actually land it in the place that we want to be. Okay, we're landing. Landing mode. That wasn't so bad. Except we're falling into a crater. Put on the suit. Oh, I've had the suit on this whole time. Great. Oh, momentum. Okay. Let's see here. Yeah, every planet has its own gravity, I guess. And you got to get used to it. Okay. Signal scope. Let's find the banjo player. I'm sorry for people that are expecting an amazing... I saw Moon Moon play a little bit of this and I was blown away. Oh, there he is. We got to get back to that area. Am I getting further or closer? Yeah, okay. Seems like we're a little ways away here. Ow. Okay, so that's what you don't want to do. We're getting closer, but man, we're really far away from this thing. Falling stars, suns. I wish there was a way when I'm in the air that I could figure out how to break my fall a little bit. Purple Donut filling his fruit says, what a shithole of a planet, just rocks. Yeah, but we're getting there. This is where that area is that we want to go. Trees. Okay, just refilled my oxygen. Okay. So we got to get into the those stairs where we just were. Oh man. Oh, ghost matter. Oh, I don't want ghost matter. Guys, how do I get back to... I think it was here. Well, that's right. I think we had to go in from the top. There it is. Okay, there's our stairs. Okay, let's see if we get further this time. I really hope we do. So Dark Ages said something about stay close to the wall. Oh yeah, gravity's starting to happen. Weird gravity shit. Oh god. This is how we died before. Oh man. You don't need to use thrusters, you can just walk on the wall? Really? So we gotta get down there. Uh-oh. Oh, I see. Ah, I see what you're saying. I walk on the wall. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Ouch. Still continue to go down. Boy, it's real hard to get to this. This is nuts. So this guy's 44 meters below me. How do I get there? Walls with crystals on them. The crystals modify gravity. Oh, I see. Get down there. Unidentified signal nearby. This. Should I just jump down? Oh, there's a black hole? Shit. Oh, there was a stone? Oh, this thing? Gravity cannon, east, 400 meters. I think that's what we were at. So I can go down this thing, huh? Ah. Oh, no, 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 no. Whack. Oh, come on. Guys, I'm so sorry. I didn't die, but I'm in a very difficult situation here. My ship, 220 meters away. That's not too far. Maybe I can lock on to it. I'm going further away. Now, yeah, I'm running out of oxygen. This is basically the movie with Sandra Bullock. My ship's floating away. How do I match velocity? Oh, there we go. Can I do this? I'm doing it. I'm going to my ship. Whoa, 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 whoa. Gotta get to my ship. Sorry, everybody, I gotta get back on my ship. If I can get back on my ship, we're in business. Wow, it seems almost impossible. Ah. 60 seconds. Where the fuck am I? Ah, my ship's gone. I almost got on it. I know, I did match velocity a couple times. I felt good about it. So we're gonna die here, and I think it's probably a good enough time. I actually have to get my eyes checked for real. I don't mean that as a joke. I have an appointment. It was very dramatic, Dark Aegis. It was sort of like if that movie Gravity ended with her not getting back to Earth and just dying. But now I don't know what we're doing. Oh yeah, so we're dead. Oh, I'm in the water. I've got no oxygen. Just kill me already. Big Nesky, you're absolutely right. They want to make sure the eyes are still there. Yeah, that's it. All right, well, I'm still not going to give up. It's very difficult. Dark Aegis says, I mean, honestly, the luck to have fallen between two planets and then land on a third was pretty crazy. Yeah, that was pretty amazing. A Flying Cougar says, hope you've been doing all right, Henry. Been a while since I've dropped in. Did you ever finish Detroit Become Human? Yeah, we did. And so we're going to go ahead and pause this for now. How do I do it? Oh, I'll push escape, I guess. I did. Getting back to your question of Flying Cougar. I tried to played Detroit Human, and I had a lot of fun with it. There was a lot of good stuff, but I must have lost because I ended it with a mass, some kind of robot genocide, and somehow I wound up killing a lot of people and ending it in a very dystopian, awful, awful way. It used to be when I was a kid, when you lost at a video game, there was just a little bloop, and that was done. But this was just like people being decimated all over the place, and it was just very graphic and difficult. Okay, everybody, well, thank you, Ursula, for that vote of confidence saying that I've been doing very well. I really do feel like I'm getting the hang of the game. And when I almost got onto my ship at the end there, when I was floating in space, all I needed to do was get to that blue thing and it would have taken me up there. That would have been the most victorious, awesome moment ever, but I just couldn't do it. But we'll try it again. I want to thank everybody for joining me here on Henry's Kitchen. If you're just joining us now, here's what we made. It was really delicious. And I'll see everybody Sunday. I'm going to get my HelloFresh. That's going to come tomorrow. And I'm going to unbox it on the stream. And I'm going to come up with one of the recipes to make. And I want to say an extreme thank you to some of you folks who have gotten the HelloFresh through the discount code. You can find it on the About section on my Twitch channel. Very kind of you to help the show. And also you're getting a discounted HelloFresh box with some really good meals in there. And last thing I want to say, a couple of announcements. One, tickets are I think we have about 17 more tickets left for Naperville, Illinois, September 21st. Danny's Bar and Grill. I'll be performing there, and there'll be a lot of users there. And it's just going to be a blast. I can't wait. I got my plane ticket. If you want to get tickets, it's henryphillips.com/tour, or you can go to the tour area there. And then also Fairfield, Connecticut, October 11th. And I'm very excited to announce now that I'll be a part of the Flyover Comedy Festival in St. Louis, Missouri. It's a great city. It's a great time. And that's not till November 14th. November 15th, I think, is my show. And my birthday and all kinds of stuff. So thanks, everybody. And I hope you have a great rest of the week. I feel like I sucked at a lot of stuff. But I did well at a lot of stuff, too. And that's what I feel good about. So try not to get scammed by anybody. I'm going to go get my eyes checked, and I hope they don't scam me. Everywhere you go, people are getting scammed. My friend just got scammed out of $500. They sent him some email that said something about, hey, if you can put a rating on these songs for us, then we'll give you money, but only if you give us your crypto account. It was some very involved thing where you had to set up a crypto account, and then they said we can't give you the money unless you have a certain amount in there. And then they said, okay, you've got the amount in there. We unfortunately have to take that money, and then don't worry, we're going to give you back 5 times as much, but we're going to take that money. And he was like, okay. So just be careful. Try not to get scammed. And I guess that's it, everybody. Should we check in on Husky Boyo and see if he's doing it right? Everyone type force and says, I got to run, Henry. Just found out I won a massive boat. Yeah, bye. Okay, glad to hear, everyone type Forsen. Big Nesky says, I just had a scam call earlier claiming to be a doctor saying my results are in and I'm dying. Well, make sure it is a scam. Okay, Dazzlecat says, step 1, don't have a crypto account. Yeah, I think I agree with that. Okay, everybody. I'm going to just do a quick check-in on my buddy Brett and see if he's streaming at the moment. He is. Okay, so this is my friend Husky Boyo. Brett Brock, he does posters for comedians, and he's drawing. Uh-oh, it looks like he's got a picture. I think we're going to catch him while he's drawing either a picture of Robert Redford, or it might be a younger picture of me. It's hard to say. Young me looks a lot like old Robert Redford. So let's raid him now. And thanks again, everybody. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and raid.